Two words are enough to describe this buggy: the adrenaline factory. In its development will help a switchable 2x4 or 4x4 drive, a 105 horsepower engine, an adjustable suspension with a stroke of 45 centimeters, a 2-ton winch, a tow bar, an electric power steering and a fully digital dashboard in the basic version. Of course, they also made a mobile application. In it, you can set settings for different terrain and riding style, and a frame with chrome and lib-den steel, an anatomically shaped seat and sports 3-point seat belts are responsible for safety. All this will come in handy, at least with an eye on the maximum speed of 120 km per hour and the price in the region of $25,000. An ATV with a 2.5-liter Subaru engine? Why yes. Meet Quanta R. In the best traditions of racing fighters, the driver has methanol injection, as well as 5 engine power levels from 350 to 600 horsepower. It's really possible to get 100 from a place in about 3 seconds, and the maximum speed is 200 km per hour. Imagine the faces of the neighbors in the stream. In the comments they appreciated. Many people were reminded of the Batman garage. And what? All-wheel drive and stylish design are already there, and the hero in a black raincoat will cope with the installation of gadgets and weapons himself. Once in the States, the average size of a farm plot was calculated. It turned out about 170 hectares, or about 238 football fields. Imagine how long it takes just to inspect the territory, so that the life of farmers, pastoralists and other owners of large plots becomes easier. One of the local companies offers such an aircraft. It takes off and lands vertically, even on land, even on water, accelerates to 101 km per hour and offers 25 minutes of flight. The payload is 113 kilograms. And the coolest thing is, according to US laws, anyone can fly on such a miracle, because training a pilot's license is not required. The company expects that the device will also be useful in search and rescue missions, cargo transportation and tourism, and you can book it right now. Deliveries are expected by the end of this year. The approximate price tag is $150,000. In the 2011 year, US residents spent about 5.5 billion hours in traffic jams. And once in Sao Paulo, Brazil, traffic jams in rush hour stretched for 309 kilometers. Later, by the way, the city broke out into the leaders in the number of helicopter taxis, but there is also a more affordable option to save time. Such a motorcycle is 118 kilograms of carrying capacity, up to 24 kilometers on a single charge and a speed of 16 kilometers per hour. It is called RYNO, and the authors confidently write that this is the most efficient autonomous electric vehicles ever created. It's easy to control it: tilt forward, acceleration, tilt backward, braking. There is a parking brake for parking, and the price of the issue is $3,000. We have heard your wishes regarding inexpensive, but very durable equipment, according to the developers of this all-terrain vehicle, and offer an engine for 31 or 40 horsepower, up to 40 km per hour on land and up to 5 on water, up to 6 people on the roads and up to 4 in swimming, carrying capacity up to 816 kilograms. Add to this all-wheel drive, simple maintenance, a winch, and the price of $34,000 will become clear. According to the developers, they got transport not only for hunters or farmers, but also for public services, for example, land management. And the version from the screens was even sent to help with floods in the state of California. Continuing the theme of amphibians is an ambitious Arosa project. The first copies will be sent to customers this year. There are only 18 seats left, so if you have $200,000, you should hurry. The key feature is an air cushion, thanks to which you can drive right off the road into the water and discover a new route. The amphibian's heart is electric and produces 240 horsepower or 178 kilowatts, whichever you like. One charge is enough for 1.5 to 3 hours. During this time it is really possible to drive up to 130 kilometers. The equipment hovers at a height of 15 to 20 centimeters. The innovative technology of the hover drive TIM allows you to move not only back and forth, but also sideways. A work of art and an engineering feat. A world-class and museum-level motorcycle, the masters of the Vietnamese Bandit9 team talk about their brainchild. Araby first. It is made of 70-75 aluminum, which is popular in the aerospace industry. The design of the motorcycle is inspired by stingrays and coral reefs. The production is so high precision that the tolerances are measured in micrometers. You can choose from 2 engines for 74 and 103 horsepower, maximum speed up to 200 kilometers per hour. If you dreamed of rushing around your city at night like a sea creature, specify the target audience in one of the reviews, and at the same time reported an approximate price, at least $30,000. A mini snowmobile in motorcycle format, a motorcycle with tracks, all together. This miracle of technology has no serial analogs in the world. On the screens there is an electric model, one charge of which is enough for 10 to 15 kilometers. If it is not enough, you can put a more capacious battery, quick-release fasteners. The weight of the equipment starts from 50 kilograms in the aluminum version and from 65 in the steel version. Plus, it is easily disassembled for transportation in a car, and while riding it will please with a maximum speed of 65 kilometers per hour. Also highlights the advantages of quiet operation, lack of exhaust and the ability to ride at temperatures up to -20 degrees Celsius. The price tag is about $4,150. In the 2020th year, skateboarding appeared in the program of the Summer Olympics in Tokyo, and next year it will delight the spectators of the Olympics in Paris. And it would be cool to allow participants not only classic boards, but also such monsters. Meet the Australian 70-wheeled electric skate drifter. The initial prototype offered a drive of about half the wheels. In the future it was planned to be full, and the skate weighed about 19 kilograms. At the moment, the author on his website offers an even cooler option, a tracked skate Vendetta 2023 for $6,500. Owners get half an hour of hanging at a speed of 20 kilometers per hour, a maximum of 50 kilometers per hour and an LCD screen. Chimera from the Netherlands. Ligerit plus trait. The idea sounds something like this: a bicycle for children and some adults with an emphasis on sports, but without giving up comfort. In particular, due to the landing, the load on the back, neck and wrist is reduced, and the suspension is nice. The maximum height of the rider is 150 centimeters, the weight is 80 kilograms. Well, where without the electric filling? One charge is enough for an average of 59 kilometers, and the pedaling assistance system and the smartphone app make riding enjoyable even after a long break. Plus, there is a trunk in the standard kit. At the same time you can stop by the store. However, on the route apartment, streets will have to sweat. The equipment weighs from 36 kilograms. They ask for $3,800 for a bicycle. How many horses do the owner of a snowmobile need for happiness? The serial Yamaha Sidewinder offers more than 180, but for some this is not enough, so much so that a variety of customizations are born. There is not 2 or even 3 times more power here. A test run on grass can easily end with acceleration to 248 km per hour in 3 whole 4/10 of a second, and the pilot does not even use all the engine capabilities. 1026 horsepower is exactly how much he is ready to give out at the maximum, and 786 horsepower was enough for the specified test. It's just crazy how a Caterpillar can withstand such power. They are surprised on the forums, and the races on such monsters frankly resemble the Automobile Group B, famous for insanely powerful rally cars. Let's look into Slovakia, where they figured out a prototype of a bicycle made of plywood. According to the author, this is an eco-friendly, cheap and simple material. Any shape is cut out with a laser literally in seconds. The weight could have been a problem, but the electric filling helped out, so it's comfortable to manage 76 kg equipment. Payload, 100 kg, landing plus or minus as in the car. This means that the driver has a better view and is more visible to other vehicles, and due to the width of 80 centimeters, parking is greatly simplified. All this, in theory, should be worth at least a third of the competitors' velomobiles. Unfortunately, the project's website is no longer available. In the comments, the author is asked to post drawings if it is finally closed.